I am Dimitrov Krishnan in the Indian construction equipment industry, also known as DK. I am taking over as the President of Indian Construction Equipment Manufacturers Association. It is an honor for me to represent an industry of which I have been part for 27 years. I would like to thank my predecessors and other industry peers who have helped me and guided me in this journey. I joined the ICEMA Governing Council in 2014 when I took over this role as head of Volvo's construction equipment business. And since then, I have contributed in the association as a treasurer at first, and then the last 2 years as the vice president of this association. In these times, in the last 6 years, ICEMA has become more articulate about its future and what it wants to do. It aims to be the credible voice of the Indian construction equipment industry. The key task ahead for ICEMA is to execute on our Vision Plan 2030 so that we can achieve the dream of increasing our volume by 3 times the current size and achieve the second position in the world in the construction equipment industry. It will also be a $25 billion industry by then. There are 3 focus areas for ICEMA in this endeavor. Firstly, building a sustainable demand for the industry. Secondly, having a robust operating ecosystem that can support the growth of the industry. And thirdly, building a stable foundation using skilling capabilities and technology indigenization. In managing the COVID crisis, we had 2 parts to our activities in ICEMA. In the first wave, we were more focused towards safety and making safety equipment available like masks and sanitizers for various parts of society. We also put together a sourcing task force which worked on supporting ventilator manufacturing units with components, especially as electronic components. In the second wave, the key focus has been in the area of improving the awareness about COVID. So we had talk shows where we spoke about different aspects of understanding COVID-19, how to deal with it. We also organized vaccination drives for ICEMA members and their staff and also dealer staff. And lastly, our current efforts are continuing by maintaining a focus around availability of medical equipment, both through our own channels but also by working with the CIA Foundation. In the near term, the key challenges are 3. Firstly, it's about the steel prices. Rising steel prices are putting tremendous pressure in our supply chain, both for our suppliers as well as OEMs. We are working with the government on this regard. Secondly is the supply chain disruptions caused by shipping disruptions across the world, which needs to normalize. And thirdly, the COVID-related issues have also created cash flow problems to our contractors, creating finance availability an issue. The Government of India's National Infrastructure Pipeline is a great action plan that we can use and make sure that the execution of it, working with the government, happens on time and at a steady pace. India also needs to become the export house for construction equipment and its components. It will be important for us to attract investment in the area of mother technologies, the area of specific technologies like hydraulic componentry, precision equipment that can be made in India so that the scale that we can produce here, both due to the domestic demand as well as for exports, will make it sustainable. And lastly, in order to support this, our request from the government is to have a production-linked incentive for our industry. We also need a production-linked incentive scheme like other industries. And we are working with the government to implement a PLI for our industry.